YouTube, what's happening today is Tuesday, August 12th, and we're talking baseball first. We have 15 games on the slate today that you see before you. We're going to break these games down, spreadsheet, props, everything we always do. But first, let me get over here to it. We got to talk about yesterday because these are the plays I took. Of the HRRs I took, there was a bunch of them. The ones that hit, almost all of them also hit home runs, which was a fun thing. I know that because in the Patreon chat, where people were just talking, dropping their plays and going back and forth talking in there, people were saying that they were dropping home runs. And I should have took home runs on those apparently because that was a great day if you did that. So, hey, people are profiting. That's what matters to me most. Are you making money? Great. That's what the whole point of this channel is, to help people make more money. So if you do well, or if you want access to the plays or whatever, or access to the spreadsheet, it's all there for you. Go check out the HQ. Simple as that. So let's go to weather. Let's check that out. Let's see what's happening in the weather side. We're going to kind of scroll through this, make sure there's nothing of note, like no crazy winds or no like 99 degrees and yeah, nothing too crazy. No monsoons, no hurricanes, nothing happening out there. Chicago's got a little bit of wind. Not wind, a little bit of rain potential with a little bit of wind. KC, nothing. St. Louis, nothing. Couple domes. And San Fran, don't care. Wind doesn't matter there. And the A's 10 out. So yeah, there is your information. So enough of that. We have our games, we have our weather, we have our stuff, we have what we need. Let's jump to the first game right now. First game on the slate today is going to be Seattle and Baltimore. And that game starts at 6:35 Eastern, so there's no day games again today. So tomorrow, though, we got a bunch of day games. It's Wednesday, you know how that works. So first off, we got Seattle 165 with a 9 total. We pop over to the spreadsheet, take a look, and we see Baltimore don't know how to play baseball anymore. They have just completely forgot how to swing the bat and hit the ball. You know, ball go back, go boom. So they just forgot. 3.1, a buck 86 average, 5.93. What the hell is this? Baltimore, what is you doing? Like, Seattle's got a 7-game win streak. What? Is that true? That's not true. They swept the Rays. I think I know that. Yeah, they swept the Rays by 3. They swept the White Sox, and then they won the first one against the Rangers. So that's a 7-game win streak, and they won 3 of 4 of that series. So yeah, they're 9-1. Seattle, look at them go. That's a quiet 66-53. Damn, I did not know they were that good. Now you know. This is why we do this. They both strike out a ton, though. That's what we need to know. Let's go over to props. Outlier, link in the pinned comment. Click it, sign up. Go get you a week for free. It's there for you. Let's change this up to this game. Boop. And we see we got Kramer going up against Kirby today. Well, we're going to look at strikeouts for both these dudes because absolutely, they're both 27 strikeouts at 9.6. That means that's more than 1 strikeout per inning on average in the last 10 games. So Kirby, 6.6 on a 5.5. Beautiful stuff. We love that. We go head to head. He doesn't do well against Baltimore, though, historically, but historically, Baltimore's not this bad offensively. Remember, 30. There's only 30 teams, so remember that. Let's go back over here, and let's look at his earned runs, too. Earned runs head to head, the last 5, last 10, 2.4. Good stuff overall. Let's go over here. Look at Kramer, strikeouts, 5.8 on a 4.5. Oh, my God, I can take both of these. But Seattle's offense is actually pretty decent. Their average isn't good, but remember, they're 4th in runs. So they're getting dudes on base. 4.2 walks is actually crazy. So they're getting dudes on base, and when they get them on base, they get them home. So they don't waste by leaving dudes on base. So let's go to matchups, take a look, see if we can see stuff. Bullpen, there's your bullpen dudes. You want to see that? Come on down, Kramer versus Seattle. Historically, and you can see Garver and Crawford and Naylor and Polanco and 2 for Randy and 9 at bats and 1 for Rodriguez. There's a lot of home runs, what I'm trying to say. You can see that there. Righties for Seattle versus them. Yeah. Baltimore versus righties and Kirby versus Baltimore. Oh, Gunner's got a home run with a 4.62. Pretty good average. Other than that, not much. There's a home run for Agley, obviously, but not loving it. Not loving it. Let's go look at the bats and see who's hanging out in the HRR market today. Let's see. We got Randy. We got Big Dumpa. Big Dumpa's up there with 2.5. And then Josh Naylor. All right. It is also Tuesday, also known in the baseball community as Dinger Tuesday. Why they call it that, I had no clue. It's probably one of the least amount of days home runs are actually hit. So probably Wednesday because it's day games. So Randy's at 2.8 in the last 5 and 2.2. We need this average here, 1 over this. So that +1 is what we look for, 2.5. If they're a 2.5, we want 3.5. Why? We want cushion. We want extra just in case, because players tend to stay within an average. It's a bell curve. It does this. We want them to stay right in the bell. That's what we want. Now, they're going to shift either way occasionally. Sometimes they shift all the way out the damn chart, and that happens sometimes, but most times they're going to stay within their average, and that's what we want. Do what you're supposed to do. Do your job. You're going to be good. That's why we want that extra cushion. It's been working out well. So Randy is not going to qualify because that needs to be a 2.5. Get it? Cool. Let's move on. Next, Dumper. 3.8 on a 2.5 is actually good because 3.5 is our line. Last 10, 2.4, 2.5, not good. You want to take it? Give it a couple days. You could take it now if you want to go last 5. I go last 5 and 10 because I want to see a little bit more consistency, if you know what I'm saying. A little more, just what have you been doing the past week and a half, not what have you been doing the last past 4 or 5 days. So to me, doesn't qualify. Naylor, 3.6, 2.3. Same situation as Dumpy. You can see all that. Yeah, none of that's really there for me. So based on the bats, we have nothing here. Based on what Seattle's a 165 favorite, I could take Kirby strikeouts, absolutely. Last 10, he's a 5.8. Let's go look at Grammer head to head. He did have 8 last time he faced him, but that was last season. I don't know if I like that really. Oh man, Baltimore's so bad right now. I gotta take Kirby. 5.5 for -120 or -122, 130. Yeah, I'm absolutely cool with that. Let's go with Kirby. Kirby's gonna be my play to this one. Over 5.5K. So that's the one I'm gonna go for. Is there anything else I would potentially like in this one? I mean, I like this setup. Yeah. Seattle's striking out, but their offense is decent. Baltimore can't hit the damn balls because you're batting a $186. That means you're swinging and missing at a lot of stuff since you're 9.6. So, yeah, let's take Kirby strikeouts and move on to the next one. All right, let's rock on to the next game, which is going to be Cincinnati hosting Philadelphia. And currently, we have a 150 Philly with a 9.5 total. 9.5? That's high scoring. Why is it so high scoring? Because Cincy ain't helping with that high score, and you can tell that. 7, 7, 9, 5. Philly's doing the scoring 8-2 with a 4-game winning streak. Yeah, Philly's doing good, but Cincy, not so much. Let's go look at the pictures and find out what's happening. What's popping? It's going to be Suarez versus Brady Singer. Okay, both are in the bottom 10 in strikeouts. We're going to look at strikeouts again for both these pitchers. Am I going to take either one of these? Probably not, but you never know. That's why we look. So Suarez is at 150, 160, 170. My God, for 4.5, and you barely hit it. You're at 5. That's a terrible matchup. That's terrible. That ain't good. What's your earned runs? Like while we're here, earned runs are 3.6. You were not a good pitcher in the last 10 games or last 5 games. Last 10. You were great for these 5 games. Amazing. But these 5, this is why we zoom out and get a full picture a little bit. This one, recently, what have you done in the past month is just be cheeks. That's what you are. You are cheeks. Except for the Yankees game. You showed up for that one. But Angels teed off for 6. Baltimore, the team that can't hit the ball we just saw, teed off for 5 runs in the last game, which was literally 6 days ago. That should tell you a lot right there. Let's go look over here at Brady. Strikeout 6, but he is 9, 1, 10, 2. That is boom or bust. No, I'm not taking an elevator for a strikeout pitcher. I can't do that. All you do is go up and down. I can't, no. Let's go look at earned runs while we're here and see. 3 average. You're below average for me. 2.5 is considered average for me now. I was 3 at the start of the season, but now, Let's go look at the bullpen stuff. Boop. Boop, and then go Singer versus Philadelphia. Look at the green. Look at all the green. We got a home run for Muto. We got 2 home runs for Kepler and 23 at bats, but only a 261. 1.0 though, not bad. Nothing else is really standing out there. Righties for Philadelphia. There you go. Cincy versus lefties and Cincy versus Suarez. That's a lot of red, but not many at bats though, except for Hayes, who's like 2 for 16. That's terrible. Hayes, the different Hayes, is 4 for 10. You can see that. No home runs, only 2 RBIs ever. So Suarez, even though he's kind of cheeks right now, has been doing historically good. I don't like this game. No wonder it's a weird total. Let's go to the HR and see what's happening on that side. Bop, bop. And who do we have? Very few. And all we have is Bryson Stott. And Bryson, what's you up, good friend? 2 8s and a 2-3 does not qualify. So we have 2 pitchers that I don't know what the hell's happened. We have a team that can't hit the ball versus a team that does hit the ball, but they're on the road. I lean Philly, but I can't trust Philly because they're pitchers. So for me personally, I'm leaving this damn game alone. I'm passing. Next. All right, game 3 is going to be Miami and Cleveland. Currently is Cleveland 130 with a 9 total. We go to the spreadsheet, we take a look and see a lot of yellow. A lot of yellow. Nothing's really standing out in this one. They both lost they lost 3, they lost 1. 8-2 in the last 10 though, 4-6 for Miami. Miami was doing hot, but now they're almost 500. Look at Miami. Now they're struggling. So yeah, let's go over to the pitchers to see who's going to be pitching in this bad boy. Get rid of you 2, change this over to Marlins and Guardians, and we see is Jensen Junk versus Logan Allen apparently. So Neither one, and they're both top 13 and not striking out, 7.7 and 8 respectively. So we're not going to mess with strikeouts. We're going straight up for the earned runs and see if we can do anything with that. Earned runs, and the hell's the other earned runs? Right there. I'm blind. Got it. Don't worry, I got this. Junk, last 5 games, earned runs 3.2. That's with a 0 against Baltimore. But yeah, 4.363. That's not good. You could divide those by 4. That's higher than 3.2. I can guarantee you that. So, not good sir. Logan Allen is at 2.4 in the last 5. See, he's about average. This is what I consider average. Like, you're going to have great games, but you're also going to have like, okay, it got a little out of control. We get that. So 2.4, 2.5, that's average. Let's go matchups to see what's popping. There's one bullpen. There is second bullpen. We go Logan Allen versus Fish, historically 0 for 5 between two dudes, but that's it. Lefties versus Miami, and you can see how they do. And you got Cleveland versus righties, and Junk versus Cleveland. Nothing out there at all. So let's go to the HRR and see if anything is worth taking today. Ooh, we got a bunch. We have Cephas, we have Heriberto, we have Manzardo, and we have Xavier. All right, gentlemen, what do we have? 2-8. And that's it. You've played in a whopping 7 games, and you went over last game, but before that, you were pretty good. I need more data before I can take you. Sorry, I can't. I need at least 10 games of data so I can see. This is only 7 games, but cool. You're doing great. You're doing exactly what that dude from Colorado, that Warming guy, you're doing exactly what he did. He started off exactly like this, and then he kind of faded. So that's baseball. It's up and down. So bye. Hernandez, 2025. You've only played in 5 games. And look, you had a 0 last game. No, I'm sorry. It took a minute to load. I was going to say, that didn't seem right. Yeah, last 10, you're here at 2.4. Last 5 at 3.4. You're close. You're close. Why did it take so long to load? Yeah, you're averaging 2.1 on the whole season, which is actually pretty good. Last 20, 2.3. You're close. We could take you. I'll leave you up there for a second. You're right there on the cusp where, like, I got to look at it a little bit. And then Manzardo, 2.8, 2.9. And you actually straight up qualify. So I'm going to get rid of you, I think. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to keep Manzardo around because, and then we're going to go take a look at his history. Xavier's at 3 and 2.6. That's even better. That's more consistent. Look at that. They both look pretty decent. Let's go back and look at the history real quick. Well, I can't look at anything because I can't look at Manzardo. He's never faced the pitcher, which is good for the pitcher. Let's go to the Miami side. Xavier's over 2. Okay, one of the two dudes that has over 2. That doesn't help me none. But he didn't strike out. He's over 2, like pop out, ground out, fly out, whatever. So what do we do? What's the odds? 130 and 150 something, and you're over 2 history. Get off my screen. I will take Manzardo. He's at home too. I'm gonna rock with it. We'll go for it. So Manzardo. If I could spell, what did I just type? I'm gonna go Zardo over 1.5 HR. That's what we're gonna go for. We're gonna take this. I don't like anything else in this game. Next. Now look, if you're new and you're watching this and you're like, man, he's talking fast. I don't understand what's going on. What does all these do? Ask questions. Drop any question you want in the comments. If I don't answer it, somebody else will. And I usually answer them because I'm on my phone a lot. So I got you. Just ask whatever you want to know. If you want to ask like, why did you do this? What was the point of this? I don't understand this. That's what we're here for, baby. We're trying to help each other win. So ask anything you want to ask. I'm here for you. So let's move on to the next game. See what we got. We have the Minnesota and the Yankees. Currently, it is Yankees 215 with a 9 total. Interesting. Okay. That's a lot of mustard ketchup. That is not, man, we got a hot dog game right here with a little bit of relish. Ooh, Minnesota striking out a good bit. New York can't hit the ball. 209. My God, guys, what are you doing? Let's just pop over here to the pitchers. Give me good pitchers and give me the under. Hell, a Nerfy pitcher? I actually can't even take a Nerfy because you look at Nerfies. Minnesota's the worst Nerfy team in the league. They're great at Yerfy. They're averaging 1.3 runs in the first inning in the last 10 games. That's how good they are at Yerfies right now. But that's all they can do. After the first inning, nah, we're done. So, just whatever. Change it up. Oh, this is one of them games, isn't it? It's going to be Carlos Rodon versus, well, somebody. This is one of those ones we don't know who the pitcher is, right? I think it is. Schedule, boop. Yeah, Minnesota has not announced a pitcher yet. By the time you watch this, they might have a pitcher, but as of right now, Tuesday morning, they do not have one listed yet for ESPN. So if you know the pitcher, go ahead and drop it in the comments. That way I can see it, because you'll see it well before I do, trust me. So we're going to focus on what we can focus on, which is going to be Rodon versus Minnesota. We're going to look at strikeouts because Minnesota's 21st in strikeouts, and Rodon, like, he can strike dudes out. We know that he can. He has that potential. We know that. Is he going to? He might pull a Texas. Toronto's a pass. Toronto's top 1 or 2 in strikeouts. They're okay. Texas? Let's go head to head. The 2 times you face, 6 and 9. Let's see, last 10. You've only hit this 4 out of 6, up 4 out of 10. Oh my God, that's not good. And you usually get 4. Oh, this is rolling the dice. If you take this, he might have 4 in the first 2 innings. He might have 4 in 6 innings. I mean, it's just disgusting. I can't do that. I can't do it to you. I can't do it to me. And we got our bullpens. There you go. Come on down the road on versus Minnesota. We have decent strikeout numbers, but not enough at bats to really justify those numbers. So lefties for Minnesota. There you go. Let's go to HRR because Stanton will be on there. One of the Twins will be on there. Probably Jeffers. Let's see who we got. There's Jeffers. There's Wallner and Stanton. Stanton. Hello. Stanton. There's no. What are we doing? Is Stanton not playing today? Hold up. I don't like this. Where's Giancarlo? There's no line for him. He might not play today. There was rumors he wasn't going to play yesterday, and then he hit a damn home run. So, or whatever, not a home run. Yeah, he hit the HR. We know that much. So all we have is Wallner and Jeffers. Jeffers 3-4 in the last 5 and 2-9 in the last 10. But he did go over yesterday against the Yankees. Let's see how his history versus Rodon is. Jeffers is right here. He is a $182 and 11 at bats, but he does have a home run. So he's 2 for 11. The one of the 2 times became a souvenir. 705 OPS is not good. I can't take this. I'm sorry. That is terrible. I'd rather you have nothing or 0 for 2 than 2 for 11. That's trash, dog. That's trash. And we come over to Wallner. He's at 3 and 2-4. Technically doesn't qualify, but we'll look. Wallner, how you doing, buddy? Wallner has never faced him, so nothing here. So I am going to. And Wallner doesn't even qualify, so I don't really like this. He's very boomer bust. So I don't know much else. So there's your screen. I'm gonna play it safe in this one. I'm gonna leave this damn game alone. Pass next. Okay, moving on to the next game is gonna be Toronto and the Cubbies. Blue Jays 120 with that 9 total. As you see, we come over to the spreadsheet, load them up, and Toronto's offense has been cooking for the past like 3-4 weeks now. Yeah, they're pulling a Tampa from June. Just they're gonna be top 2 or 3 at everything. On fire. So 6-4, 5-5. Cubs are below average. They're not terrible, but there's below average. They're in the 15 to 25 range, which isn't where you want to be really. So especially on the road facing a top 2 offense, not good at all. So, oops, I closed way too many screens. All right, and load that back up. Wait. Let's go back. There we go. That's bats. Let's go back here. There we go. Got it. Got this. Change this around, and we got Ben Brown going up against Berrios today. So both teams are top 10 and not striking out at 7.8 and 7.3. Toronto's 4th, like they're always going to be top 5, except for like a one random week. But other than that, we're going to go straight earned runs for both these lads right here. Ben Brown 1.5. You're facing Toronto. What? 190, 256. Why is this showing up? That is ridiculous. Can't touch that. 3 is your average. And what's your average sitting at? 3.8. How are you have a 1.5 line with a 3.8 average with a 195 odds? Let me alt line that to 2.5 where it belongs. A Ben Brown 2.5. That plus makes a lot more sense. 125, 130, 120, 115. Yeah, that makes a lot more damn sense. 3.8 average. Let's go look at the matchups and see how we do. Bullpen. I might be taking Ben Brown to give up at least 3 earned runs. Berrios versus Cubbies. There's a lot of green here. There's a lot of green. There's a home run for Horner right there for Nico. 3 for 6. We got Turner, who looks like he's what? 5 for 12 with a home run. There's a home run for Tucker. You can see there's some players that actually tee off a little bit. Over could be potentially here. We could take Berrios for an over too. We got Cubs versus the righties. There you go. We got Toronto versus righties as well. We got Ben Brown, has never faced them. How does Toronto hit them righties? Even the red ones are still damn near 300. That's how good Toronto's been offensively. Like, I've seen people tease about putting like Toronto World Series tickets in. They're 69.50 for a reason. That wouldn't be a bad bet. So let's go look at HR and see what we have. Boop. We're gonna have a few, I know. Yeah, we're gonna have a few. We have Bo Bichette, we got Lukes, we got Shaw, we got Barger, and we got Joey Loperfido. All right, we know Bo Bichette's gonna be good. Bo is just crushing. 3.9 last 10, 3.2 last 5. Yeah, disgustingly good. We come up here, we go Lukes 4.2 and 2.6. If this wasn't a 0, this man would have qualified. So close, yet no cigar. Goodbye. Let's go Matt Shaw 3 and 1.9. Oh God, I can't say that. 1.9, no. Barger, very consistent. 3 average. Before that, we rock a 2.7. You qualify, and that is so consistent. That looks like a piano keyboard. That's how nice and consistent that is. Wow. That's like, there's your 2 right there. What's your odds on this one? 120, Bo, what's your odds? 160. I can't take Bo at 164. Sorry. I need to take Prize Picks off because they keep giving that damn 137 nonsense. So we'll do that here in a second. We need that gone. So what else we got? Joey Lipido, 2.4 and 2.4. So Joey's very consistent, 2.5. We could rock with that, but that's 140s. That's kind of high. 150. We're trying to get juice, better odds overall. So other than that, that's Warner. We don't care about Warner no more. If I had to take somebody here, damn, we got 3 Toronto HRR potentials. 2 are we got Bo, which is very juicy. We can't mess with that one. This one's not bad if you want to take somebody by itself, and then we got you, which is kind of juicy as well. You could parlay those 2 together, or we could do what I said at the beginning and go Ben Brown over 2.5 earned runs, because Philly and St. Louis both teed off, and if they could tee off, yeah, I'm sure Toronto could tee off. This was a road game. This is a road game. White Sox are kind of right now. Detroit 5 weeks ago was kind of remember how bad their offense was? Yeah, this is about when that happened. So I'm going to rock with Ben Brown over 2.5 runs and get some plus 125-ish, or roughly juice. That's what I'm going for. Next. All right, next up on the slate is going to be Mets and Bravos, and currently the Mets are 136 favorites somehow with an 8 total. I don't get it. Tell me how they're supposed to be favored looking at this. They lost 7 in a row. They're 1-9 in the last 10. They choked against Milwaukee last time out on a walk-off after being up the whole damn game. So the Mets are just struggling. Atlanta 1-3, 5-5. This is just a hot dog game. A lot of mustard ketchup. Let's go see who's pitching in this one before we make any assumptions on what we're going to do. But I kind of want to fade the Mets. Let's see what we got. Clay Holmes versus Strider. I don't know. Braves are 24th in strikeouts, so we do need to look at Clay Holmes strikeouts. Even though it may not be high, we need to look at it. And then we need to look at, I guess Mets are 17th in strikeouts, A4. We'll look at Strider too. Why not? Holmes strikeouts. Look, he struck out 6 last time. Ooh, big number. 3.2 average. Get the hell out of here. You're not a strikeout, dude. Earned runs, you're at 2.2 in the last 5. You can see that. Not bad. That's pretty good. That's a little bit above average. In the last 5 games, we come over to Strider. His strikeouts are at 7, but he has a downward trend. That ain't the best. And last time you faced the Mets, you got 8 both times. Both were in June. So, yeah, do that. If you want to take that, that's sweaty. That's a little sweaty. 6.5. It is plus juice, though. Man, it's right at even money almost, which is nice. If you use the right book, you can get plus juice. That's why you should be line shopping. Find the best number out there. Don't rely on one book. Stop doing that. Let's swap this up to earned runs, and we go, well, you get with 3 here. Last 10, you're at 2.2. Last 5, 2.6. You're average. Okay. Matchups. Let's see what we got. Bullpen. There. Clay Holmes versus Atlanta. There you go. There's a home run for Baldwin, and that is it. Nothing else. Righties versus Atlanta. There you go. We got Mets versus righties. That's a lot of green. And we got Strider versus the Mets. And we got a couple home runs for Nimmo with a 409. So Nimmo is actually doing quite well historically. Anybody else really popping off? Not really. So Nimmo's going to be the target on an HR play. So let's go over here, get rid of all the Toronto dudes, and change this up to Bravos and Mets. Nimmo, please be on here. And we got Profar, we got Drake started from the bottom, we got Soto, and we got Olsen. We have 3 Braves and a Met. Okay, Profar, 2.8 and 2.3. He's trending upward. That's not bad. Not bad. That 0 needs to go away. He needs another good game that he will qualify. But right now, nah, not good enough. Sorry, Drake Baldwin, 4.8 and 2.9. Now he's this 10 is doing a lot of heavy lifting. You can see that based on the numbers. A 5 and a 6, pretty good overall. I don't like boomer bust players. I want more consistent like we showed last game. So I'm gonna take it off. Soto is at 2.8 and 2.2. See, this is starting to be consistent, but this down here needs to go away. So we'll give him a little more time to cook. Matt Olson, 2.8, and see, that's disgusting. I don't like that. I don't like this game. Why are the Mets favored at 136? Because, we look at stats here. We really don't. Some people bet entirely based on line movement and what the odds are set at. And hey, I 100% get it. I try to factor in a little bit. It's part of my decision, not the decision like some do. And you can see this won't. Why? There's anything out here that tells me to take the Mets. There's nothing out here. I look at the history. I look at the spreadsheet. They're struggling. They can't hit the damn ball. This is one of those ones that I just want to leave alone. I'm going to leave it where it is. You all have fun. I'll catch you tomorrow on this one. Next. Our next game is going to be Washington and Kansas City. Does anyone care about this game? That's the first thing I'm thinking. Oh man, let me see. It is KC 189 is our total. We come up here spreadsheet. It leans KC, but it's a lot of KC logos. Look at all the logos. Yeah, all the main categories are heavily leaning KC. Well, not heavily, but good bit leaning. Strikeouts are not a thing to worry about. 3 and 7. Washington is done. They're done. Put a fork in them. Let's go over here and change some pictures and see who we got going out there in this one. That's not the right one. We want this one. Yes. Mitchell Parker is going out there against Waka Waka. So we're going straight for earned runs on both. We do not care about strikeouts in this one. Earned run, 2.5, 3.5. Well, 3.5 is going to be better odds, obviously. Let's look at that. Waka, whoa, 1.2. Waka's been pretty good. Pretty good last 5. Last 10, he was rough, but the last 5, he's been absolutely on point. And I do last 5 for pitchers because that's July 11th. Bro, it is August 12th. This is a month. They go out there 5 times in a month. That's all I need to care about. Anything past that is like, well, what did you do 2 months ago? I don't care what you did 2 months ago. That's why I do 5 for pitchers and 10, 5, 10 for batters, because I need to see a picture. Let's go over here. Parker, 4, 6. He had a couple decent games, but then this game against Milwaukee, of all teams, the hottest team in the baseball, teed you for 8. Milwaukee got you for 7 again. Don't play Milwaukee. Just call out sick next time they're on the schedule. Call off PTO. Say you got a flat tire. Just don't go to work because you ain't going to do much. I'm sorry. Let's go matchups. Bullpen, come over here. Waka versus Washington. Couple home runs, but nothing really, no crazy averages or anything. We go righties for Washington. We go KC versus lefties, and we go Parker versus KC. Nothing really. There's RBI, but that is it. So, nothing standing out in this one. Let's go to HR and see if there's anything on this one we want to take. We have 2. We have Adam Frazier and Isbell. I took Isbell 2 days ago and he didn't come through for me, so I'm a little salty. Frazier's a 3-2 and 2-6. He's boom or bust. He's going to get you 4 or 0. That's what it looks like he's going to do. I don't like that, to be honest. And Isbell, look at that. All that beautiful green. And guess which one I took? Right there. That's how it works sometimes. That's how it works. So, Parker gives up a lot of earned runs. Didn't we see that? You're averaging 4-6 in the last 5 games. Basically, Milwaukee got you for 15. What's your head-to-head? You faced them once last season. That doesn't help me none. You're on the road at KC. I think they could do this. I think they can do this. I don't know. Let's look. They're 9th in average at 4.8. That run scored. 250 average is pretty mid. 8.7 hits. 9th and 4.7 RBIs. I think I want to take this, but that's a lot of damn runs. Oh man, we got 2 doing quite well, and if I gotta think this much about it, I don't need to be taking it. So let me take that off. What is this? I don't know what this. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna leave this. I don't like this game. I don't care about this game. Move it that way. I don't care about this game. I don't want nothing to do with it. If I had a lean, it'd probably be It'd be Parker over KC money line, something. Just I don't care about this one. Next. All right, moving on there, we go to White Sox and Detroit. Currently, we have 172 Detroit with an 8.5 total. We come over to the spotter head sheet, and we see White Sox struggling, Detroit striking out, and offense kind of mid. So nothing really crazy here. Let's go to the pitchers and see what we got. Get rid of YouTube, change this over to Tigers, and we have Jack Flaherty versus somebody. Chicago is the second team who has not announced a pitcher yet. So we got Flaherty, earned runs. Yeah, Chicago's 16th in strikeouts, so we'll go straight for earned runs. This one's going to be a pass, probably, I'm guessing. 2-2 is, not bad. Let's go matchups and look. Nothing for Chicago, Detroit, bullpens, there you go. Chicago, Flaherty versus the White Sox, there you go. Not much there. Versus righties, there you go, if you want to take that. Let's go to the HRR and take a look and see what they have been up to. Anybody pop up here? Michael A. Taylor is the only one on here. Are you kidding me? What is this nonsense? 2-6 and a 1-5. Oh my God, get off my screen. I ain't got time for this nonsense. This game, have fun if you're going to take it. By the time you see us, they might have a pitcher. If you know the pitcher for the White Sox, put it in the comments. Again, appreciate you. So I'm going to pass on this one. Next. All right, going from Chicago, we're going to Milwaukee, hosting Pittsburgh. And this is the game of the day, probably, because this is the matchup people want to see. It's Pittsburgh and Milwaukee, and I think you know who's pitching for Pittsburgh. 125 Milwaukee money line though. 6.5 is our total. Spreadsheet, load them up. Number 1 and 2 across almost every category that matters. They're top 6 in everything. So yeah, at home offense crushing 10-0, 110 games. Yeah. Now Mr. Skeens is coming to town. Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Let's see. Let's change it up. And we go, boop, and we load them up, and we got Skeens versus Peralta. Well, we're going to look at everything for Skeens anyways, because I know that's what people do. And we're going to look at Peralta earned runs at 1.5 against Pittsburgh's offense, which is starting to struggle again. And we know Skeens typically does not get run support. So this should be a fun. Let's start with Peralta first. Earned runs. He did get a 4 and a 5. Let's look at the head-to-head. They've done well against him historically, but this was last season. This was May. This was June. So, and that's all I care about for you. Sorry, you're not the star today. Today is the start here. Strikeout, Skeens, 6'6", 988. That is a 7.4 average on a 6.5 line. Remember, Milwaukee is second in strikeouts at 6.8. They are doing quite well, not striking out this year. Well, in the last 10 games anyways. Let's see what else we have. Let's go to the earned runs. Mr. Skeens got tagged a little bit against Colorado for 4, but outside of that, 0.00. Yeah, his ERA is like 1 something still, I think, for the whole season. Yeah, 2.2025. Here's his earned runs. That's all of them. That is a combined. I don't know what that is, but 4. Yeah, it's not many. You know that. So the thing I do kind of like to do is I like to look at hits allowed for him, because he do be giving up some hits sometimes, and the line's always pretty low. And 4.5 is at +1 something, to the point I could probably even get 3.5 at a decent number, couldn't I? Ooh, that's juicy. I don't know. That's too juicy. So this is a hell of a matchup. So let's go look at the matchups. Now, the reason I've already peeked at this because somebody in Patreon asked for it, and I said, sure, gotcha. I posted the Skeens versus Milwaukee history in this Patreon chat already. Yeah, you're going to see in a second, be like, damn, okay. All right, there's bullpen. Peralta versus Pittsburgh. Do we care? Not really, but here you go. Righties versus Pittsburgh. Yep. Milwaukee versus righties. Pretty good. Ready for this one? Oh, Milwaukee. Oh, Milwaukee. Now, if you like the overall history versus a pitcher, there you go. They are struggling, and I mean struggling. Like, this is a skiing strikeout day if you take this. But then again, it's like, this is a different Milwaukee team, though. That's a history. This is the whole thing. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do is the question. So let's go HR. Let's go look at those while we're here. Just take a peek at those peek skis and get rid of that to change that. And we have a whole bunch of them. My God, a lot of hits. So we got IKF, we got Mr. Perkins, we got Mr. Collins, who did well yesterday. We got Triolo, we got Terang RBIs. I don't want that. Ortiz, Terang again. Why do we have both Terangs? I don't know, but we're going to keep one, not the 0. So IKF is at 2 and 2.6. Very consistent, did absolutely nothing in his last game. It was Milwaukee, of course. So, nope, you don't qualify anymore. Sorry. Perkins, buddy, 2.629. Good stuff. You qualify, good sir. Collins, 3.636. Yeah, he qualifies. He's at plus, though. He's facing Paul Skeens. Remember that. Triolo is at 2. He doesn't qualify, but this, yeah. If you want to take him for a half, though, he's there for you. He's got you. But you trust in Pittsburgh Bass, so I don't know. Ortiz is at 2. You want to take him for a hit. Very consistent. So Terang's at 3.2 and 3. He qualifies, and that's all of them. So yeah, it's all Milwaukee with a couple Pittsburgh dudes in there, and you could take all that. So I'm 6.5. Oh my God, I just realized that the line is 6.5. That's low. That's a low one. So we have the hottest bats in the league in probably a few weeks versus Skeens, who is, well, he's damn Skeens. What do we do here? So I think, oh, buddy, this scares me. I'm going to tell you right now, this scares me. But then I also get scared about Milwaukee. So I think the smart thing to do here is to leave this shit alone. I want to watch it. That's all I want to do. I don't want to put no dime on it, no nothing on it. No, I ain't even putting $5 on it. We're gonna leave this shit alone. So we're gonna pass. We're gonna no lean it, and just, hey, when you got great versus great, someone's got to win, and hell, most likely most of us will lose today because the books are gonna clean up one way or another in this game. So I'm leaving it alone. Pass next. Ooh, this is the most passes I've had in a day in like 2 weeks. This is a weird day overall. Be cautious. Be cautious out there. We're moving on to St. Louis and Colorado. All right, we got St. Louis 178 with an 8.5 total. We come over here. Colorado's actually doing offensively quite well, top 10, and they just faced who the hell did they face? I don't remember, but still, they have an 8-game losing streak. Yet their offense is cooking, which means they're just losing high-scoring games. That's all it is. They're 2-8, lost 8. Yeah, crazy times ahead. And St. Louis is kind of just like, we're here. So let's go look at the pitchers. Who do we have? Get rid of you two. Change this to Rockies and Cardinals. And currently we have Freeland versus Liberatore. And let's see, we go... Actually, St. Louis is 26 in strikeouts. We gotta look at Kyle Freeland's strikeouts, surprisingly. I know it's weird, but we have to do it. I have to do it. I know, so weird to say. And then we gotta grab Liberatore, earn runs. 1.5. 1.5? Are you sure about that? You sure about that? Let's go strikeouts for Freeland first. 3.4 is his average on a 3.5. Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Just had to look at it anyways. You never know. Freeland earned runs 3.2 on a 3.5 with a plus 120, 140. Good stuff. Yeah, if it was 2.5, that'd be great. But I mean, what's his 2.5 line? His 2.5 line is like probably like minus 200. Oh, not bad. 140, 136. That's not bad. Freeland 2.5 might be the play. Absolutely could be the play. Toronto got him for 6. All right, all right. What about Liberatore? What you up to? 2.4. Okay, so St. Louis statistically better pitcher. What we expect, nothing crazy. Bullpen, come on down. Liberatore versus Colorado. There you go. Doyle's got a home run in 3 at-bats. There's nothing else. Colorado versus righties. There you go. St. Louis versus lefties. Freeland versus St. Louis. There's a home run for Newbar. There's a home run for Hera. That's it. That's a lot of nothing. A lot of nothing on here. So let's go over here and change this to the HRR. Go boom, boom, and see what we have. And we have all, well, nope, we don't have a single HRR in this game. That tells you how this game should go. So it's one of those weird ones. Like, yeah, the team with an 8-game losing streak is top 10 in offense. That tells you a lot right there. And do we trust this offense to tee off on this pitcher? I don't believe so. I can't trust it. They were like 15th or something. Yeah, I would, but below, you're bottom 6. I can't do that. So for me, it's weird. I know we're passing again. Crazy, I know. Next. All right, moving on. That's a lot of passes. That's 5 in a row now. Seven with 3 plays. I have 3 plays, and we have literally 5 games left. What are we doing here? Crazy times. Arizona and Texas. Texas 145 with an 8.5 total. We go to the spreadsheet, we look at our numbers, and Arizona's offense is kind of like Colorado. They're doing great, except they're actually winning games. So Texas is struggling offensively. You can see that. Yeah. Cool. Props. Load them up. Let's go. Get rid of you and change you to Texas, which is going to be Rangers right there. Jack Leiter going up against Anthony Discalfani. I can't even say his name. You know who it is. Neither one striking out a bunch. They're both yellow and marine, so nothing to worry about. Let's go straight for earned runs here and just kind of take a look at what you're a bullpen guy. I can tell. Probably. I'm pretty sure you are. Jack Leiter, earned runs have been pretty good. 1.8. Strikeouts have been pretty good too. 6.777, but then he failed. It's pretty bad against the Yankees. So I got to see what you do after this. I can't trust you right now. You've ruined my trust, good sir. Anthony Discalfani. Butchered it. Whatever. He's only pitched in a whopping 3 games this year. He's a 2.67. Has that only been 3 games? He started 3 games. Has he pitched in more than 3 games is what I want to know. ESPN, tell me the truth. Yeah, he's pitched more games. He's pitched. Let me go to zoom out, show you. First off, there is his picture, and you can see he's 6'2". He's a righty, and we come on down and see all the way down. I mean, 0. His start against the A's was not good. His start against San Diego was good. 4.1 for 3 hits. That's actually good against San Diego. 4 innings of relief with nothing. A 4-inning no-hitter, and that was on July 25th. It was Pittsburgh, but whatever. Yeah, you see all that there. So. Not really. I don't know. Let's go matchups. I don't know what to do here. So this. We come on down. Jack versus Arizona. Arizona versus righties. There you go. Texas versus righties. And this is Anthony versus Texas. Jay Peterson has a 538 and 13 at bats with 3 home runs with a 1.9 against this man. He has a vendetta against this dude. He don't like him. So Peterson actually might be an HR play. Let's go up and take a look at the HR then. Please, sir, give me something good. Please, sir, may I have one? Let's see. Corbin Carroll home runs is on this list. What the hell? Oh, we rarely see home runs. I think Ohtani was like the only one I've ever seen. And that was like 2 weeks ago. Before that, I've never seen it. So the point where you see an 80% home run play, that's crazy. Then we got Rowdy HR again. We got Perdomo HR. We got Corey Seager HR. We got Blaze HR. We got Blaze again. We got Rowdy again. We got Corbin Carroll 2.5. So we'll look at all these. Start with the home run first because that's just crazy. 4 out of 5. Yep, there he is. 111. Crazy. 260 for his home run today. Yeah, if you want to take that, let's go last 10. Let's take a little zoom out, shall we? Let's go 2025. Zoom out. Yeah, this little bundle group. Pretty nice. All right, cool. Fun things to see. Rowdy, 1.5. I think he's deserved 1.5 now. 2-2. No, he does not. He's bad. He does. No, you don't qualify. Nah, sorry. Not yet. Perdomo, 3-4 and 2-7. You do qualify because you pop so much that it doesn't matter about the ones. So you can say. Corey, 3 and 2-1. You don't qualify on the 2-1, but you do qualify recently. But not, we use 10. So technically you don't. So goodbye. Blaze is 3-2 and 2-7. Blaze qualifies. Even on a 1-5, he qualifies. So qualifies? That's not how you say that. So let's change it to 1.5. See what it looks like. Plus 140. Yeah, Blaze. Blaze it. And Corbin, 4-2 and 3-2. Corbin has been crushing. 2.5. He qualifies for. Technically, he doesn't qualify for the 10. He qualifies for the 5. That's a lot of offense between both teams. What's our pitchers? What's the total? I mean, our total's sitting at what? 8.5? It's not bad. I could take it over here. We look at lighter earned runs. He's at 1.8. We look at you. It's a bullpen game, and we come over here to earn runs. You're at 2.67, but it's a bullpen game. I'm liking the over. When you have that many HR, that means you have that many bats on fire, and we see Arizona's offense is crushing Texas. As long as you can get like 3, do your average at 3.7, you do your average, that comes out to a 9.5. The total is 8.5, right? 8.5, yeah, we're good. We'll take the over. Yay, we got to play. Look at us, over 8.5. Yay, crushing. Next. Moving on from Texas, we got Houston hosting a Boston. And currently we got one, it's a pick 'em slightly into Houston with that 8.5 total. We go to our spreadsheet, we load them up, and we see our numbers. Everything's above average here. Everything's great to good to great. So, okay, offense potentially could be a thing here. Let's go. We took it yesterday. It was a very low total. We took it. The over hit nicely. Let's get rid of you two, change the pitcher to you. And who do we have? It is Dustin May versus Spencer. Yeah. Yeah, that's how you say his name. I forgot how to, what's the rest of your name, good sir? I don't remember. Let's take a look because I don't know. They're both top 10 strikeouts too, so Artigetti, there we go. I was gonna say Artigato. That's Mr. Roboto. That's wrong. So it's Artigetti. Yeah, see, it messed with me. I knew I was, yeah. 3 is your average on your earned runs. What's your earned runs look like, Mr. May? 4 is your earned runs because damn. 4 ain't good. With 2.5 is average, that means you below average, almost bad. Like you sure this isn't Colorado? It might be Colorado. Let's go look at the matchups. We don't care about strikeouts. Bullpen, boop. Spencer versus Boston. There's a home run for Yoshida, but that is it. There's nothing else there. Righties for Boston. There you go. Houston versus the righties. Dustin versus Houston, and home run for Trammell. That's it. 4 for 10 for Christian Walker, but nothing else really stands out. So nothing on the history. We see pitchers give up runs. The offenses are good. I'm leaning over again. So let's look at the HR and see what we have in this one. Houston and Boston. We have Sanchez and we have Carlos Correa, who has been just amazing since he's been acquired or went home, whatever you want to call it. Let's see, 1.5 on 2. 2-1, not good enough. Get off my screen. You're going to qualify. 3, 6, and 3. Yeah, look at the last 9 games of this man. He's played 10 games with Houston since he's been traded. And look, first one, okay, he had to get accustomed. Since then, bang, crushing. And it's nice. The juice is nice. The numbers are good. Everything's right. Yeah, let's get rid of you and you and you. And let's see. Let's look at the pitchers again. We have 3 and 4. That comes up to 7. Our total's sitting at 8.5, right? 8.5 of plus 100. Oh, yes. I think I might take that again. Let's go for that. Over 8.5. I'm going to trust the 2 pitchers who the starters combine for 7. Our offenses are combining for up 10.1. That's a cushion. Technically, we do cushions on totals too. So we have a 10-1 average, but our line's 8.5. Give me the 8.5 for the plus 100. Next. All right, moving on from Houston, we're going to Angels and Doyas, the LA battle. And currently we have Dodgers 178. 9.5 is our total. Spreadsheet, load them up. Tied at 11. 5 and 5, 4 and 6. Everything's kind of close. Angels are struggling with actually hitting the ball, but they're getting dudes on base, and they strike out a ton. That's all we need to know. Props. Let's go look at pitchers. Strikeout prop for the Dodgers. Who's going out there? It's got to be somebody good, right? It's got to be Emmett Sheehan. How are you with strikeouts? 5.5? Let's take a look. And why don't I have any Angel props? What are we doing here? I thought we had a pitcher for this game. Hold on. I don't see one. It is going to be Victor Medeiros. Well, we're going to learn who that is here in a second once we look at the strikeout prop information for Mr. Sheehan. 4.6 is not good. Sorry. Nah, I can't do that. Nah, fam. No. Let's come over here. Victor. Nice stash, bruh. We see 6'2", 24 righty. Let's see, come on down. He is a bullpen guy who gave 3 innings in April, and then on July 7th, he pitched 1 inning, and he hasn't pitched since. He's pitched a whopping 4 innings this season. So, and he has a 2 earned run, which means he has a 4.5 ERA. Makes sense. Good math. Good maths right there. Yes. Let's go look at the matchups. Dodgers might tee off on that, man. Just saying. They just might. Bullpen. A bullpen. Victor versus, never faced him. Righties for Dodgers. There you go. Angels versus righties. And Sheehan, never faced him either. Okay, so we got to rely heavy on HR in this one. Heavy on the HR. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. We have them. We have Bryce Teodosio. Rafingo, Mookie, and Shohei. Okay. All right. Okay. Who is you? Get off my screen. How did you get here? Rafingo finally had a 0 game, but 3 and 2-1. Yeah, he's had a little 5-game streak where he was on fire, but it's kind of just not, no. Mookie's at 3-4 and 2-5. He actually qualifies, even with this garbage back here. Yeah, he qualifies. He's heating up. Finally, Mookie, where have you been? And lastly, Mr. Ohtani's at 4-2 and 3-4, to the point where I just want to take Dan Ohtani because 2.5. Like, what else would I take in this one? 9.5 is not something I want to take. I don't really trust anybody from the Angels. I think Victor might. This man right here might have him a bad inning or two. Just saying. And then after that's gonna be bullpens. So can we go Dodgers team total? Let's go look at that. Let's go look at that stuff. We haven't done that one in a minute. Let's go look. Dodgers team props runs. If it's like 5.5, I'm down. Or 4.5, please. But we'll see. 5.5, 113. There we go. Yeah, simple stuff. I think we hit that. Even though I'm a little concerned because they're at 4.7, their average is high, their hits are high, their walks are high. I think they just had a bad stretch of leaving people on base. That's just fine. So I think I'm gonna trust this man to give up a couple runs and then more bullpen behind him. Absolutely. So we're gonna take Dodgers team total over 5.5. That's where we're going next. Okay, moving on from LA, we're going to San Fran and San Diego. That's a lot of Padre logos. Wow. It is leaning San Fran with a 7.5 total. Had the over this one yesterday, and it didn't work out. They just didn't want to play ball, you can tell. Look at all the yellow. Hurts my eyes. Damn, it's a lot of yellow. Oof. All right. Yeah, props. Let's go look. Change it up to get rid of you. Change this to Giants, and we have Robbie Ray versus Nasty Nesta. Let's go look at Nasty, see what he's been up to in his earned runs. So let's go earn runs for Ruby Ray. Let's see what these two are up to. Now remember, last season, and then we saw what happened to him, Freddie Freeman, what he did to him. And then first game was against the Yankees, and he was still shook. He was shooketh still. He got shook some more. And then he had a great game after that. And then he didn't pitch again until August 6th when he got acquired. So, I mean, he didn't start again till then, so shall I say. So now he's starting again. You can see 3-2. Actually, a good game. Good game overall. What does strikeouts look like? Not bad. Not great. Nothing really there. How many hits? No, we only care about 2025, really. So let me just do this. So I don't really care about one game. So I don't know what to do with this man. I don't know what to do with him. He's not the same after the World Series. He's just not. We know he's not. Poor guy. We go earn runs for you. You're 2-4. Let's go matchups. We go bullpen. Bullpen. We come on down. Ruby Ray versus San Diego. There you go. Laureano has a 556. Pretty good. He's 5 for 9 with a home run with a 1.7. Good stuff. But Mr. Machado, even though his average sucks at 214, three of those hits became souvenirs. So, yeah, Machado could be a play. Laureano could be a play. What else we got? Let's see. Did we do the other side? Lefties, San Fran, lefties. Yeah, we did. Oh, we did not. Nasty. Divas. 2 home runs, 9.4 and 14, 18 at bats. 2 for Chapman. Okay, we might have some home runs in this game. Okay, well, this might be the Dinger Tuesday special. It might be this game right here. Yeah. Let's go look at HR. That's where I want to go. Come on, let's get there. That's what I want to see. Show me some HRR. And there's not much there. It's Tatis and Cronenworth. That's all we have. Come on. I feel we could do more. 2, 6, and a 2. That ain't good enough. Goodbye. And Cronenworth is at 2 and 2, 3. Not good enough. And I'm gonna get rid of the Dodgers players. Get rid of them. Nice. There's a lot of home run potential in this game. They hit the under yesterday, but I am damn tempted to go back to it again. I am tempted to go over. It's 7.5 right now. I'm really tempted. With all those home runs we just saw in this histories, yeah, I think we're going for it. Over 7.5. Yeah, we just need Nasty to give up some earned runs. Let me go right back to it, show you again, just the way you see it. Yeah, make sure you see. Nasty versus, see, that's 2, 4, 6 home runs for Cortez in his history. And then we go to San Diego's side. There's 3 for Machado by himself, 1 for Bogarts, 1 for Laureano. See, that's plenty of home runs. See, so it's 7.5 total. They're combining as a team, 2 teams. They're combining for a 9.4 on a 7.5. I'll take that too. Over 7.5 next. And last game of the day, Tampa and the A's currently pick them with a 9.5 total. We go to the spreadsheet, we swap to the final game, and we see the A's offense is doing well. Tampa won a game finally. Good job, guys. Finally, you did something worth clapping for. Let's change these 2 over to this one and go whoop, bang, right there. And we see we got Baz versus Lopez. Damn, Tampa still striking out a ton. We need Jacob Lopez strikeouts probably. That's probably going to be the play here. Bass strikeouts are always good. He's on the road, though. The A's are 7th in strikeouts at 7.6. I don't know. Lopez strikeouts. He had 10 against Washington. 6 here. I think he can do it. 6 on a 5.5. Plus money, though. I might risk it for Zabiscuit. I might do it. Earned runs. He's been nasty those last 3 games. Look at that. Look at that. Disgustingly good, Mr. Lopez. Strikeouts. You're going against Tampa, who can't hit the ball, and they strike out a ton. I like this play. Let's go Baz. His strikeouts keep going higher. 5.8 on a 5.5. The A's don't strike out, so I really can't take this. Let's go over here. Bullpen. Yep. Lopez versus Rays. Historically, there's a home run for Mystic, who's the hottest Ray right now, Mr. Junior. And we got lefties for Tampa. Oh my God, they can't hit lefties either. That ain't good. Lopez strikeouts. That's a play. Righties for the A's. Baz versus A's. Yeah, there's a home run for Langoliers. That's it. I don't even care about that. I'll show you the HR, but I'm going for that strikeout prop. Absolutely. Oh my God. And we got a lot of 80s. Okay, we got Junior. We got Brandon. We got Brent. We got Christopher. We got Soderstrom. That's it. Load them up. Let's see. 4.8 for Junior and 3.2. Junior's been doing quite well. I don't know how he's going to do today, though, but he's doing quite well. Brandon, 2.6, 2.2. They're heating up, but like we need more than 2 people to heat up to actually do something. Rooker is at 2.7 and 2.8. He quietly qualifies. This is disgusting, but he qualifies, so I wouldn't touch that. Morel is at 1.8. If you take Rooker, just take a home run probably, because take 4+. Take the demon on Prize Picks, 4.5+. That's what he does. He's either that or 0, one or the other. You are garbage. What are you doing? Soderstrom's been great. 3, 2, and 3. Look, that is the epitome of consistency right here. This is what you like. That is beautiful. So you could take that. And it's plus money again. Oh my God, beautiful. Baz is not a bad pitcher though. So I gotta go with this. I gotta take this one though. You saw they can't hit lefties. You saw already that Tampa's 29th in strikeouts. You saw they have a terrible average in runs. It's just, I gotta take this. And he's at home. I love this as a play. Now the number doesn't really match up because 6 on a 5.5 isn't good enough, but it's plus money. So we're gonna go for the plus juice. So we're gonna go Mr. Young, or Lopez, not Young. Lopez over 5.5. Okay, so we're going for it. Why not? And that will do it. I am not doing a money line parlay because you see all the damn passes I took today? This is one of them weird days where it's like, I have a handful of plays and we're just going to see what happens and then move to tomorrow because I don't want to mess with nothing else here. So let me go back to my schedule. Tomorrow will be Wednesday, right? It'd be Wednesday. Hump day, and it's all here. You see all the pitchers, you see who's playing. Shohei's pitching tomorrow. Cool. So yeah, I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe, let me know in the comments what you're playing. Check out the HQ, check out Outlier. Yep, all that good stuff. If I miss something, let me know. Just put it in the comments. Don't be an ass. Just put it down there. I make mistakes. So outside of that, I appreciate being here, and I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday for more MLB.